Welcome to Mathematical Sciences Hub, and today we are going to solve cumulative review of Mathematics AI application interpretations. The first question is Giles charges a customer per hour to hire his boat, and the rate is 20 minus 980 over t square, and t is greater than 0 and less or equal to 12, where p is cost per hour and cost in Norway's currency and NOR. That the customer is charged, and T is the time in hours spent on the board. So the cost per hour has a local minima, and we know that a local maxima and local minima, the slope to the tangent line is 0. In other words, at local maxima and at local minima, derivative is 0. So in this case, we have dp over dt 20 minus 980 over t square. Since we have to find that hours, because the cost per hour has a local minimum when the boat is hired for h hours, so we have to find that h hours. For local minimum, we have to put dp over dt equal to 0, so 20 minus 980 over t square. Move the second term to the right side, and we get 980 over t square equal to 20. By cross multiplication, we get t square equal to 980 divided by 20, and we get 2 4s are 8, 2 9s are 28. Further, apply square root on both sides, and we get t 7 hours. So these h hours are 7 hours. And after applying square root, we cannot take negative because time is always positive, and further the restriction for time is t is greater than 0 and less or equal to 12, so we cannot take t as negative. The next part is Sandra hired Giles' boat for 5 hours and was charged 328. That means P of 5 is equal to 328. And Yvonne hires Giles' boat for 7 hours. So P of 7. And we have no idea how much he was charged. Show that the cost per hour for Yvonne's is 712. So we have to show that P of 7 is 312. We have to show that. First, we have to get P of t. To get P of t, we have dp over dt is equal to 20 minus 980 over t square. Integrate both sides with respect to t. When we integrate both sides with respect to t, we get p means P of t and 20t and plus 980 over t. Since we can write 1 over t square like t to the power minus 2, and when we integrate t to the power minus 2 with respect to t, we get minus 2 plus 1 over minus 2 plus 1 plus c. So we get t to the power minus 1 over minus 1 plus c. In the same way, you can write minus 1 over t plus c. Now this c is constant, and we have to find the value for c. As we know that P of 5 is 328. Remember, Sandra was charged 328 for hiring the Giles boat for 5 hours. So P of 5 is 20 into 5 plus 980 divided by 5 plus c. So we get 100 plus 5 ones are 5, 5 nines are 45, 5 6 are 30 plus c. So we get 296 plus c. 328, 328. So we get C is equal to 328 minus 296, 32. 4 from here and 28 plus 4, 32. So we get C, 32. So P of T is 20T plus 980 divided by T plus 32. Now we have to find P of 7. 20 into 7 plus 980 over 7 plus 32. So 7 to the 14, 140. 980 divided by 7. 7 1 the 7. 2 is remaining, 28. 7 4 the 28. 0 plus 32. So we get 140, 140. 280 plus 32. 312. Hence, we should it. The second question is, this function f is defined by x minus 1 whole to the power 2 and x is greater than or equal to 1. So this is f of x. And the other one is g of x, which is x square plus 1. This region is bounded by y equal to 0, x equal to 0, y equal to 9. Y equal to 0 means x-axis, x equal to 0 means y-axis, and y equal to 9, this line. The shape of the clay vase can be molded by rotating the region through 360 about the y-axis. We have to rotate it through the y-axis like this. About 360, so we get 3D shape like this. So we have to find the volume of clay used to make vase. So I hope you remember the formula. Since it is rotated about the y-axis, so pi y1 y2 f of y whole to the power 2 dy. To find the volume of the clay, we have to subtract both volumes, volume for f of x and volume for g of x. For f of x, y varies from 0 to 9, as you can see that, and for g of x, it varies from 1 to 9. Now here we need f of y whole to the power 2 dy, and here we need g of y whole to the power 2 dy. And you know that f of x is x minus 1 whole to the power 2, means y equal to x minus 1 whole to the power 2. So we have to make x subject. So square root of y equal to x minus 1. So x is equal to square root of y plus 1. In other words, f of y is equal to square root of y plus 1. So we get square root of y plus 1 whole to the power 2, 0 to 9 dy. Negative 1 to 9. Now we need g of y. Since g of x is equal to x square plus 1, y is equal to x square plus 1, y minus 1 is equal to x square, means x is equal to square root of y minus 1. Y minus 1. In other words, g of y is equal to square root of y minus 1. So we get y minus 1 square root whole to the power 2 dy. And you can use graphing calculator to find the answer. And I hope you get, oh sorry, I forgot to put pi. So you get pi. In graphing calculator, you will get 85.5 pi, and here you will get 32 pi. And after subtracting, you will get 5.35 pi, and this will be your answer.